Today, lads, we're going to be talking about testosterone and how testosterone has declined 50% since the 1970s, and in 20 years, the 22-year-old man today has the same testosterone levels as a 67-year-old man did 20 years ago. Those are facts, those are real studies, you can go look them up. But today I'm going to give you the 5 absolute fundamentals of naturally increasing your testosterone so you can fight against the modern world and stop yourself from slowly killing yourself with this toxic and modern processed lifestyle that a lot of men live nowadays. We're going to fix that today in this video. Starting off is stress. If you're a stressed individual, if you're a chronically stressed individual, if you train too much and too hard and you don't recover properly, this elevates your cortisol. And cortisol is the body's primary stress hormone. When cortisol's up, testosterone is down. You cannot have high cortisol and high testosterone. This will put a cap on your testosterone and how high it can go. If you're chronically stressed all the time, your testosterone is going to be chronically low all the time. How do we lower stress? We take breaks from social media. We can walk. Walking is incredibly good for losing fat, lowering your cortisol, not burning your glycogen stores, but getting cardio in. You can meditate, and if you do them right and you don't overdo them with sauna and cold exposure, they can help with your stress levels as well. You can also have like short-term solutions. I wouldn't recommend this long-term. Ashwagandha, take 600 milligrams a night, but you should be addressing the root cause. What you can do for stress as well is get good sleep. If you get good sleep, your cortisol is going to be lower. If you get bad sleep, your cortisol is going to get fucked. Everything goes wrong when you have bad sleep. But that is the first pillar of the pyramid of testosterone, is you need to manage your stress. A lot of younger guys aren't that stressed, but this more applies to when you're 30, 40, 50, you've got a job, you've got kids, you've got a fucking wife nagging you all the time. You need to manage your stress, because without it, you're going to struggle. And then the next pillar is sun. Sunlight is the world's life force. It is the cause of growth for absolutely everything. Photosynthesis of plants, absolutely everything. It's for your vitamin D3 production. It boosts nitric oxide, your blood flow, and it's also going to give you higher testosterone. You need to be getting 30 to 60 minutes of full body exposed sun a day. If you want to go sit outside in your garden naked, go and do it, because that's going to be very good for you. You can sun your balls and stuff like that. Don't do that in public, because you're going to get arrested. And you also want to get morning sunlight as well. You want to get 5 to 15 minutes first thing in the morning as soon as you wake up. This is for your circadian rhythm, which is your body's internal clock. Very, very important for setting yourself up for your energy for the day and just allowing your body to work in a nice rhythm. But with your midday sun, for me personally, because I live in the UK, this does depend on the country, but usually it's going to be anywhere between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. For example, if I say go get 60 minutes of midday sun, but you go out at like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., you're not going to absorb any of the UV, which is the whole point. The UVI is not going to be high enough, especially in the UK. Between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m, get 30 to 60 minutes of full body, chest, back, whatever you can, get exposed, get bare sunlight on your skin, and get 5 to 15 minutes of direct sunlight in your eyes first thing in the morning. Is going to do wonders for your testosterone. And the next point is training. Training is a form of stress, but it's a form of good stress. There's good stress and bad stress, and training is a form of good stress, because what you're doing when you go in the gym and you do compound lifts, which is what we want to focus on for testosterone specifically, we are triggering the release of growth hormones and testosterone, and when you recruit multiple muscle groups, this spikes more. That's why we want to do deadlifts. It's why we want to do squats, bench, military press, sleds, farmers carries, explosive movements that put stress on the entire body. You want to train anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. This depends on your intensity as well, and just how well you can recover as a whole. And you do want to do cardio, but you really want to do like LISS cardio or like zone 2. LISS is low intensity steady state. This could be going on a walk for an hour. Zone 2 could be 30 to 60 minutes of swimming or cycling or jogging at a very slow conversational pace. Because when we chronically do cardio and we do too much of it, especially if you're not eating enough protein and sleeping well, Your cortisol is going to be elevated too often, and like I said, that's not what we want for testosterone, but we do want to take care of our cardiovascular health because this is going to have good effects on our testosterone. Yet a lot of people avoid cardio because they think it's going to kill their testosterone. It's not. You just need to do it right. You can also do 1 HIIT session a week. I wouldn't do more than that because they are very, very taxing on the body. And if you do this and you eat enough protein, you eat enough calories, you get your healthy fats for your micronutrients, and you sleep enough, cardio is going to benefit your testosterone alongside training and lifting heavy weights. And it brings me on to my next point, which is diet. Diet is crucial. You cannot out-train a bad diet. You want to eat majoritively whole foods. I would say at least 90% of the time. So that's eating shit 1 out of 10 days, but I don't do that personally. I'm not going to tell you that I do. I am much cleaner than that. I don't really touch processed shit at all ever at the moment. It's not something that I want to do. It doesn't benefit me. I don't really see the point, to be honest. You want to focus on fats, but healthy fats. So this is monounsaturated and saturated fats in the form of cheese, butter, red meat, eggs, etc. That's just off the top of my head. There are loads of healthy fats you can consume: nuts, coconut oil, avocado oil, dark chocolate. Things that are going to give you a lot of micronutrients to fuel your performance and optimize your hormones. You cannot neglect your diet. Obviously, there's things like hydration as well. I do put that under diet. Hydration elevates cortisol. Again, it comes back to cortisol. It's going to cap your testosterone. So hydrate 2 to 4 liters of water a day. Make sure you're getting enough sodium, especially if you're training hard, doing cardio and sweating a lot. And finally, the final tip of the pyramid, which is the most god tier thing that I could recommend to anyone. I'm the best I know at it. It is sleep. It is a performance enhancing drug. You learn to sleep like a god. You will perform like a god. That is, my strength has been going up the most it's ever gone up. More than when I was a beginner, my strength has been going up. And the one thing I've changed majorly is how I sleep. I was always getting good sleep. I've always been a good sleeper, getting 8 hours a night. But I took it to the next level and really went deep into the fundamentals and the advanced levels of sleep. And now I get the most unbelievable sleep every night. I'm asleep before 9 p.m. I wake up, I'm the most refreshed man. When I was tracking my sleep, I'm not anymore. I was getting 95% minimum sleep score every single night, consistently getting 100% multiple nights, getting 4 to 5 hours of restorative sleep. And how did I do this? Well, obviously the fundamentals, you've got to have a consistent go to bed and wake up time. So this could be like 9:30 sleep time, go to bed, and then wake up at 6 a.m. every single day, 7 days a week. You want to be getting 8 to 9 hours a night. That's very fundamental. You can take magnesium glycinate for 200 to 400 milligrams. You can have chamomile tea before bed. You need the room to be dark and cold. When I say dark, I mean fucking pitch black. I don't mean dark, like dark. You want it dark, dark. You want it to be quiet. You can also supplement glycine. This is something I've started doing recently, 3 to 5 grams a day. And you need to limit screens as well. This is things like TVs, iPads, phones, whatever, because these give off blue light, and blue light signals to your brain that it's still daytime. So obviously if you're looking at your phone in bed at night and it's pitch black outside, but you've got this light coming into your eyes, your brain still thinks that it's daytime. And what this does is it prevents the release of melatonin, which is what actually allows you to fall asleep. And we don't want that. It's why you struggle to fall asleep so much. I'm asleep in about 5 minutes. I can feel myself going as soon as I get into bed because of this entire system, because of the sleep that I implemented to my life. But apart from that, those are the 5 absolute fundamentals of increasing your testosterone. This is foundational. These are the basics. The pyramid of testosterone: reduce your stress, get sun, train hard, fix your diet, eat clean, eat healthy fats, and sleep like a god. And you will naturally increase your testosterone. If you want to learn absolutely everything there is around increasing your testosterone, I've got a program called the High Testosterone Blueprint where I help guys achieve 600 to 1,000 nanograms per deciliter of testosterone naturally. Go and check that out if you're interested in completely transforming your testosterone levels naturally in 90 days. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value from it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.